What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel and to another fashion video. My name is Edwina and this is Versicolor Closet, where we love all things colorful. We are nearing the end of winter and walking right into spring, but before you start doing your spring cleaning, I wanted to share with you guys 3 different tips that you should keep in mind, and also how to shop smart, especially now that it's end of season and everything is on sale. So without any further ado, let's get into today's video. So before you start your spring cleaning, the first thing I want you to keep in mind is to do a wardrobe audit. What exactly does that mean? So taking an audit basically means that you want to take the time to go through what are the things that you have, what are the things that you've never worn, what are the things that you've worn over and over again, and what are the things that are missing from your wardrobe. One thing that I love to do is to do an audit on laundry day. The things that are dirty, you already know that that category is things that have been worn. And if you've worn them, then I mean, they're actually useful pieces of your wardrobe. But also, there are some things that you've worn. Maybe you were uncomfortable the day that you wore it. So you can also get rid of those things while you're doing the laundry. The second thing is, if you have certain items that just stayed in your closet, you've done laundry multiple times, you've gone through multiple seasons, and those items just stay in your closet and you never touch them, then that's definitely the time to consider getting rid of them. Thirdly, if there are certain outfits that you want to put together and you're always missing that one thing, let's say you like wearing jeans and a blazer, and every time you're about to put a blazer on, you can't find a shirt to go underneath. Maybe you don't have enough tank tops, enough bodysuits, or perhaps even turtlenecks, right? So now that you know that, then you can be intentional when it's time to go shopping, because you know exactly what's missing and how it's going to mix and match with the pieces that you already have. So now that you've done your wardrobe audit, the second thing that you want to do is to start decluttering. If you've already done the audit, decluttering should be an easy process because you already have your different categories, you know what's staying, you know what's missing, and you know what's being discarded. The good thing with decluttering, the moment you do it, your wardrobe feels lighter. When you have less things, but it's all things that you love, then getting dressed should be a breeze. No matter which options that you end up picking, it's going to be things that you love. So you can mix and match the pieces that you have, creating different looks. You make room to add in things that you love, and then you can swap out the seasonal items so that you can put to the forefront the things that you're going to be wearing in the upcoming season. And you can also, push away to the back, or maybe even remove from your closet completely all of the things that will now be out of season and that you won't need until the following year. Now you've done your wardrobe audit, you've decluttered. The third thing that's left to do is to make a list. Now, so many people always talk about making a list, but I think the most difficult part with making a list is actually sticking to it. When everything is on sale, we feel like we have to have it all, but a sale is not a sale if it's not something that you were already going to buy. You know what I mean? Like if they tell you like there's a Porsche that's on sale right now, you have no budget for it, you don't even have a garage to keep it in, you can't afford the maintenance, then that sale just doesn't apply to you because it just doesn't fit your budget, it doesn't fit anything really. So that's kind of the same idea. If something is on sale and you just think it's cute, there's nothing wrong with that, but there's no need to finish decluttering and then now going to the store and just buy a whole bunch of stuff and you are recluttering again. Is that even a word? I don't know, but you get the point. Don't just buy things to buy things. Only purchase items that are going to fill the void after you've already done that audit and you've established what are the things that are missing to make your wardrobe more efficient, right? So once you know those things, you can purchase things that fill that void, but you're not just buying things to buy things. Now that we've established some of the things that we're going to do before we start doing our spring cleaning, I'm going to walk you through some of the pieces that I wore the most during the winter and how you can use those same 3 points that I shared to do the same thing with your wardrobe. At the beginning of winter, I noticed that I was missing some layering pieces, so I went ahead and got a lot of these turtlenecks. If you guys watch my channel anytime from November up until now, you would have seen these turtlenecks like in almost every video. I have them in at least 7 or 8 different colors. They are light, they are affordable, they fit with basically everything. I wore them underneath dresses, I wore them underneath jumpsuits, I wore them underneath blazers, and basically styled them with jeans, with dress pants, and even with skirts. One thing that I now know is that if I wore them that much, then they are a staple that fit my lifestyle, they fit my body, and they fit my general sense of style, right? So what I can do with that information is that I'm going to obviously keep the ones that I have, but I can also now if I'm looking to shop some of the winter sales, I can go into some of the stores that have better quality ones, because the ones I purchased them all from Amazon. They are not terrible quality, but they are very lightweight, because the intention with buying some of these turtlenecks was that I wanted them to layer. So if I was going to layer with them, I didn't want them to be bulky pieces, but also because they are thin, they're probably not gonna last forever. So now that I know that information, because I did a wardrobe audit, I can start shopping better quality ones. So I can go into stores that have, turtlenecks in different fabrics. Maybe they're cashmere and they're on super sale, and I can incorporate some of those into my wardrobe. By doing that, I can not only wear them as we're transitioning into spring, but I already know that if they're getting washed multiple times, they can carry into the next year without being damaged. So turtlenecks for me were definitely one of those most worn items, and I definitely will continue to wear them right into spring. And I can't wait to incorporate more of them in my wardrobe in different colors and also in better quality fabrics. Another result of my wardrobe audit was that I was missing a few colors when it comes to blazers. You guys know I talk about them all the time. Blazers are probably the one staple item in my wardrobe that no matter how much my style evolves, they have never not been part of my wardrobe. I absolutely love blazers. I love the different cuts. I like fitted blazers. I like oversized blazers. I like them so many different ways and in so many different colors. So I noticed that I was missing green blazers. So when I was shopping the Zara sale, I bought this one, which was an olive green, and I really love the material. It's like a linen material, so it's kind of lightweight. And although I wasn't necessarily going for this shade of green, I wanted to get it because it was a cut that I had not tried before, and it was a color that I didn't have. So that's the beauty of doing that wardrobe audit. You already know what you don't have, then you know how to move when you're shopping. If I do see a lime green or maybe a Kelly green that's on sale and that's, from a store that typically has good quality blazers, I would definitely incorporate that, because again, more colors and more cuts in an item that I already know I'm going to love and wear. Another blazer that I bought on super sale is this purple blazer that, if you follow me on Instagram, you guys have seen this in multiple reels. You guys love it. Every time I share this blazer, everybody's asking where it's from. It is from Zara. This particular one, unfortunately, is no longer available, but this has been one of those things that I never thought that I would get so much wear out of it. I've had it only for a couple months and I've worn it so many times. The cost per wear was absolutely worth it. I again got it on sale. I believe the original price was $150, but I got it for $79.99. So to me, that's a steal. The quality is excellent. I really like the cut of it and everything. So that's the benefit of doing these audits, knowing what you're missing so that you can add them into your wardrobe and actually getting good use out of them. Another winter essential that I wore into the ground, literally, were these combat boots. I did a video last year where I shared so many different outfits that you could style with your combat boots, and you guys loved that video. It was one of my most watched videos of 2021. But combat boots are one of those things that I never thought I would actually like. But that's also the good thing with trying things that you don't naturally gravitate towards. I think that sometimes when we know what our style is and the things that we like, we tend to just stick to one thing and never trying anything new. And that's the beauty of trends, right? You can just find an affordable option, try it, and if you don't like it, you don't have to get multiple of that item. But I did just that last year. I tried combat boots at Marshall's, didn't buy them. I went home for 3 weeks. I couldn't stop thinking about them. So I had to go back in stores and get them. And I wore them into the ground. Because of the chunky sole, they work really well in the rain. They work really well in the snow. They work great with skinny jeans. And I got my money's worth. So if I were to take that into account when doing my spring cleaning, I know that I'm not getting rid of these, but if I wanted to incorporate a different color, maybe a different shade of brown, maybe like a cream color that would be more, elevated, then I could totally do that. So another thing that I noticed when I did my wardrobe audit is that I had a lot of my essential coats, right? Like your camel coat, black coat, gray coat. I had like those neutrals because, as you guys know, my wardrobe is pretty colorful. So when it comes to, you know, my outerwear and my accessories, I like to have the neutrals so that I know I can pair them with basically everything that I have. But after kind of taking a look into my winter coats, I was like, for somebody who's into color, I only had like one pink coat and like one color block coat, but I didn't really have like too many colors. So I started paying more attention to that and, you know, looking around and pinning some of the coats that I would see on different bloggers and finding out what sites they were getting them from. And there was this one like lavender coat that I saw that was from Mango, and I was like it was a beauty, right? But when I checked it, it was like over $300, and I was like, girl, we already went crazy with the Zara coats, let's chill. Well, once I found out that the Mango winter sale was starting, guess what happened? I went there and guess what I found? This beauty. If you guys follow me on Instagram, again, I've incorporated this in a couple reels that you guys were obsessed with, and I'm so glad that you love it as much as I love it. So this coat is made from recycled wool. When I tell you warm, it is extremely warm. I wore it to church last week and the compliments were endless, right? So it has this lapel detail, which is like a really structured coat. It has like exaggerated shoulders. It doesn't have padding in the shoulder, but it's so good. It has this little pocket detail here that's really cool because it's slanted and at an angle. And of course, you guys know I'm going to add a brooch to everything. The sleeves are pretty nice and long. The one thing I would say is the downside is the fact that it's a really light color. So if you're dark skinned or just, you know, brown girl and, you know, you get on makeup all over it, you might want to be mindful of that, because I definitely got some makeup around the neckline. So just be mindful of that. But it is a super long coat. It is heavy and it has this slit at the bottom. And I mean, it's a joy. It brings me so much joy. It's a color that I can pair with so many different colors. And because it's also a kind of like a spring color, I could totally rock this well into the spring season with some white pieces, with some deeper purple pieces, you know, with orange, because orange and purple, it's a vibe all the time. I mean, the options are going to be endless. I'm going to be styling this multiple ways for you guys to see. Maybe that's a video idea, right? Using one purple coat and styling it 10 different ways. I could do that. Comment below if you would like to see that video, but there are a few more options. I think Zara has one in the exact same color. This one is really long, and one comment that I kept getting is how tall I am. I am 5'8". And that's without heels. So I am pretty close to 6 foot with heels on. So it's pretty long on me. If you're on the shorter side, it might actually be like a floor length coat for you. So just be mindful of that. Although it is currently sold out, I did notice that the Mango site asks you to put in your email if you want to be notified when it's back in stock. So if you want that coat that bad, then definitely give them your email address, because just in case anyone returns them, then you'll be able to grab one. And perhaps check your local Mango stores. Maybe you might find a couple stragglers, you know, that are left behind, but it's a great coat. Highly recommend it. So if you're missing like colorful coats at the end of the winter season, is the perfect time to start buying some of those pieces, because all of these stores are trying to get rid of their winter inventory so that they can make room for all of the spring items that are coming in. The last thing that I noticed from my wardrobe audit was that because my style is more like dressy, I like to wear, you know, blazers. I like structured pieces. I didn't have enough like relaxed things, so I ended up buying this pink loungewear set from ASOS last year, and I'll share a video where I wore it here, but you guys were obsessed with it. So many of you were buying it. I was even notified that some people were buying it this past week, although I shared it a long time ago, but I highly recommend it. At first I was thinking of returning it because I didn't like that it didn't have like the shearling like lining on the inside, but it's warm enough as it is. So I would just say to put a tank top underneath, and if it's really, really cold, then you could put like thermals underneath. But I definitely need to include more loungewear into my wardrobe because I like to be extra, but on those days that just relaxing or just going to run errands, you kind of want to have some of those pieces that you're going to wear that you can pair with some of your more structured pieces if you wanted to, but you should have some, you know, relaxed things. So that's the purpose of doing a wardrobe audit, decluttering, and sticking to a list. Now that I know what are those things are that I'm missing, I know exactly exactly what to purchase without just buying things to buy things. Well, that is it for this video. I hope that you guys will remember these tips when it's time to do your spring cleaning and when it's time to do some shopping. Yes, I do recommend that you do some end of season shopping, but be very mindful of that. There's no reason for you to go into credit card debt to do shopping. If you don't have a budget for it, then it can wait, trust me. And also, we want to be smart with our shopping. Don't just buy things that are on sale just because they're on sale. Definitely purchase things that you know will fill a void into your wardrobe so that you can continue to have an efficient wardrobe. I keep getting messages from you guys that you want to just get rid of everything that you have to just start from scratch. And I can pretty much guarantee you that that is not necessary. You're probably just missing some of those staple pieces that you can pair with the ones that you have. But if you do have things that are of terrible quality, then you can replace them with better quality things. And yeah, so start your audit, declutter, and make a list and stick to it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any video ideas that you'd like to share with me, don't forget to drop them in the comment section. If you do like that idea of doing a video of 10 ways to style my lavender coat, definitely comment below. I'll be sure to check the comments, interact with you guys, and give you more of what you want. I appreciate you guys for being here. I'll see you next time on another one. Bye, guys.